when it comes to bathing a baby, first things you need to be thinking about is having all your equipment ready, because once you've undressed the baby, you don't want the baby getting too cold. Fill your bath, cold water first before you put the hot water in. That's just a safety feature to ensure you don't end up accidentally putting the baby into too hot water. The bath temperature should be around 36-37 degrees. You can test that with your hand as well. It should feel, or your elbow, it should feel as though it doesn't sting and it doesn't feel cold. So just a nice warm temperature. An adult bath temperature is too hot for a baby, so don't take them into the bath with you. So first thing to do is undress the baby, wrap them up in a nice towel, and then tuck them under your arm in the rugby ball position, leaving the baby's head exposed. Using fresh cotton wool, clean the baby's face first. So when you're starting to clean the baby's eye, take a fresh piece of cotton wool, dip it into your bath water, and then clean from the inner corner of the baby's eye outwards, and then throw that piece of cotton wool away. Babies do get sticky eyes, and what we don't want to do is transfer any potential infection from one eye into the other eye. So throw the piece of cotton wool away, take a fresh piece of cotton wool, dip it in the water, and use the other eye from the inner corner of the eye, sweep it out, and then throw that cotton wool away. You can then use fresh cotton wool to clean around the baby's ears and behind the ears where there's lots of creases and things. Throw that cotton wool away. Take a fresh piece of cotton wool and clean under the neck, making sure you go into all the little creases where milk can drip down from their mouths and collect in the creases around their neck. So use cotton wool for that and throw that cotton wool away again. And then take a fresh piece of cotton wool and just use that to wipe all over the baby's face. You can then use a piece of dry cotton wool just to dab around the baby's face and dry off any water that might be there, making sure to go into the creases. Having that baby tucked under your arm, just lean the baby over the bath, using your hand to scoop water up and wet the baby's hair first. Rub it around the baby's hair, get the baby's hair nice and wet, and then just use a small dab of shampoo, massage that in around the baby's head, cleaning their hair like that, and then scoop some water up again just to rinse that off. Dry your baby's hair off thoroughly before you put them back into the water, just because they can drop the temperatures if they get too cold, so try and dry the hair off as much as possible. Make sure all your clothes are off your baby and put them into the water. The easiest and safest way to secure a baby in the water is to have the back of the baby's head resting on your forearm, and then use your hand to grab and hold on to the upper arm of the baby. It keeps it nice and secure. It means the baby's not going to slip and slide anywhere, and it also means you've got your other hand free to then help wash the baby. Make sure you have plenty of water in the bath. If you just have an inch or two in the bottom and you're scooping it up onto the babies don't often like that. So they like plenty of water in, and if that baby's secured on your forearm and your forearm's out of the water, we know that we're keeping the baby safe, and there's no risk of the baby's head going underwater as long as you keep your arm out of the water. It's not unusual for babies to cry when you put them in the bath, especially for the first time. It's a brand new experience for them, and they're a little bit unsure of what's going on. Just talk to the baby while you do it, try and comfort them, and you tend to find babies just relax into it once they've been in there for a little while and they like bath time. Once you've got your baby in the bath, use your free hand then just to scoop the water up and rub it around baby. You can rock baby backwards and forwards in the water as well. Just give them that experience of swimming in the bath. And then use your bits of cotton wool again just to go around under the armpits and the creases at the tops of the thighs, and around the umbilical cord, just to clean all those areas, and throw those bits of cotton wool in between each area again. Use a fresh piece of cotton wool if baby's bottom needs to be wiped around as well, and just discard that as soon as you've done that. Once all that's done, you can lift baby out of the water, wrap them straight up in a nice big towel, cuddle them in for a minute or two. It just lets the excess water soak into the towel first, so you don't have to scrub too hard at a baby's soft skin. And then place them in a cot or somewhere secure, and just using your towel, dab round in the baby's creases and under their armpits, behind their knees, around that belly button, and just try and make sure a baby's nice and dry. Then get them wrapped up in something warm or dress them again just to keep their temperature maintained while they're adjusting from coming out of the bath water.